In the year 1959, 9 hikers went for a winter expedition in the Ural Mountains. They didn't know what was going to happen to them. In the future, they would become an unsolved mystery. When 3 weeks passed and these hikers didn't contact their sports club, a rescue team was sent to find them. The rescue team found these 9 hikers dead, and their deaths never seemed to be natural in any way. By looking at the dead bodies of the 9 hikers, it appeared that an unknown force had attacked them. This incident is known as the Dyatlov Pass incident. Today, we will talk about this unsolved mystery. This was Igor Dyatlov. He was 23 years old at that time and was a student of radio engineering at the Ural Polytechnical Institute. This is the Ural Mountains, which are also called the traditional boundary between Asia and Europe. In 1959, Igor Dyatlov formed a team of 10 members for a skiing expedition in the Ural Mountains. All the members were fellow students of Igor Dyatlov at the university, and all the members were experienced grade 2 level hikers. They also had ski tour experience. Upon returning from the Ural Mountain expedition, they would receive a certificate of grade 3 level hikers. The route of this expedition was designed by Dyatlov and his team themselves, in which they had to reach Ural Mountains in the north of Ekaterinburg. On January 8th, they were allowed to embark on this adventure expedition from Ekaterinburg. On January 23rd, 1959, a route book for this expedition was issued to them, containing all the information about the route. On the same day, they departed from Ekaterinburg. On January 25th, Dyatlov's team reached the town of Ivdel by train. After that, they reached the village of Azai by truck, which was the last inhabited place in the north of Ekaterinburg. On January 27th, Dyatlov's team started their journey towards Ural Mountains. On January 28th, one of their team members, Yuri Yudin, went back due to extreme knee pain, and the remaining 9 members continued their journey. On January 31st, the team reached the edge of the highland and was ready for climbing. They wanted to reach the top of the pass and set up camp on the opposite side of the pass for the next night. This was their plan. However, due to bad weather, a snowstorm, and low visibility, they lost their way and headed west towards the top of Kolytsyko. When they realized their mistake, instead of going back 1.5 kilometers downhill, they set up a tent on the slope of the mountain. Downhill was a forested area. If they had gone downhill, they might have found better shelter to protect themselves from the cold. Perhaps Dyatlov didn't want to lose the altitude he had gained, or maybe he wanted to experience camping on the slope of a mountain. That is why they set up their tent on Kolytsyko. In the local Mansi language, Kolytsyko means dead mountain. This was the last picture of Dyatlov's group, which they took before the sunset. They didn't know what was going to happen to them. When they slept at night, at midnight something happened to them, which caused their deaths. They ran away from an unknown force to protect themselves, but they didn't succeed. That night, some people saw bright orange spheres in that area. Before going on this expedition, Dyatlov had already told his sports club that by February 12th they would return to Vizhai village.
And after returning to Vizhai village, he will send them a message.
February 12th passed, but Dyatlov didn't contact his sports club. Then the sports club decided to wait a few more days, because in such expeditions, waiting a few extra days is common. But by February 20th, their families demanded a rescue operation from the sports club to find them. Firstly, the head of the institute sent a rescue team of volunteer students and teachers. But then the army and police joined the operation. On February 26th, this rescue team found the tent of Dyatlov's group in very bad condition on Kolytsyko. Rescuers also found some footprints of 9 people in the snow. Rescuers followed these footprints, which went 1.5 kilometers downhill towards the forest area. After 500 meters, these footprints were covered with snow, but rescuers continued going downhill. When rescuers reached the edge of the forest, they saw the remains of a dead fire beneath a big pine tree and 2 dead bodies lying near the dead fire. These dead bodies were shoeless and were wearing only underwear. Moving about 630 meters more, they found 3 more dead bodies. one of which was Igor Dyatlov. The remaining 4 dead bodies were missing. On May 4th, rescuers found them also in bad condition, lying 75 meters away from the pine tree in a cave. When Soviet authorities started an investigation, they found that 6 people died due to hypothermia and 3 people died due to physical trauma. 1 man's skull was damaged, 2 men had chest trauma, and 1 man had a small crack in his head. Those men whose dead bodies were in the cave, 2 of them had missing eyes, 1 had a missing tongue, and 1 was missing his eyebrows. After investigations, they said that Dyatlov's group left their tent due to an attack by an unknown natural force, which caused their deaths. Many theories were also proposed. Some said that local Mansi people attacked them, some said a big animal attacked them, and some said a big avalanche fell on them. But these theories were never proven, because at Kholat Syakhl, without Dyatlov Group's footprints, there were no footprints of any other person or animal. Also, there were no signs of an avalanche in the past 30 days. On that night, what actually happened to these travelers remains unanswered to this day. This mountain pass was later named Dyatlov Pass. A rock was placed as a memorial for Dyatlov's group. This rock is located to the east, 500 meters away from the actual camp of Dyatlov's group. Subscribe,